welcome to today's Just Chopsing Podcast. And today I am with Menno Gootjes. And Menno is
That's
from
right.
a band called Black Nazareth. And he also plays guitar in Focus. How are you doing, Menno?
Doing very well, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, just finished touring the UK and with Focus, and now I'm returning to the studio tomorrow with Black Nazareth to record some new stuff, and yeah, looking forward again to that. But it's been very busy now, touring a lot. Recording new albums with Focus as well. A lot of stuff going on.
Because how long have you been in Focus then? Since, I don't know, about 8 or 9 years, is it?
No, I think it's 11 years
Oh,
now.
no, it's longer than that, yeah.
It was October 2010 that I replaced the former guitar player for a couple of shows.
Okay.
Also in the UK, yeah. And then he ended up leaving, and I was like back in the band in January 2011, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I saw that.
So yeah, it's been a while already. But I played with them before, years back when I was like in my 20s. That was like 97.
Yeah.
Some reunion was that was so yeah.
All right, okay.
Doing good.
Yeah. Have you been in any other Dutch bands?
Dutch bands? Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of. I started out in metal, so my first band was with my brothers. That was called Moon of Sorrow, which is a very obscure, especially nowadays, very like it's almost like cult. From Rotterdam, it was more like a gothic rock thing that like. I think we did it in like 1990, and that was like the upcoming of this whole gothic scene that actually just started to be getting developed here in Rotterdam with bands like Within Temptation and acts like that. I was part of that scene when I was like 17. So we made our first record and we went on tour with that a lot. Okay. Made 2 records with them, and another Dutch band is like a death metal band called Threnody, which was like more like kind of like a progressive death metal band. That is on Spotify again, actually, those records. Pretty cool stuff. In the 90s, we were signed to Massacre Records in Germany.
Okay.
And we've been touring with that. I made a couple of records with them. Yeah, we played with Sepultura and all that stuff, and Death, doing like all the support for those guys, stuff like that. And I went to conservatory after that.
Okay.
I studied jazz, and then I became, during my 20s, I also became a session player. So I've been doing loads of stuff all my life, like, accompanying big artists over here.
Yeah.
Like Dutch artists.
Okay.
Stuff like that, session work,
Yeah. I thought you might be out partying today, since it's King's Day.
Well, I have been a little bit, it's just that, I've got a pretty old house. I need to move. I cannot renovate up to this anymore, but I had like a problem with my heating system.
Yeah.
And it's King Day, right? King's Day. So, it's very hard to get a mechanic, but I actually got one, but I had to like wait between 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon because that was like the range that he could actually appear. Luckily for me, he appeared around 12. So it was like, that was cool. So, and my daughter came home today, so we went out for we went out and I had a couple of beers, and I'm having a beer right now. Cheers.
All right, okay, yeah, cheers. Yeah, I don't really drink very much anymore, so, but yeah, I'm not out for King's Day either because I'm actually in the Netherlands. So
you are in the Netherlands?
I am, yeah.
Where are you situated right now then?
I'm in Helmond.
Just in Helmond?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
In Limburg.
We've got a bit in common.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't know.
No. Well, I'm originally from Wales, but and my co-host is my cousin, but he's not on today, unfortunately. He's still in Wales, but I've been over here now for 20 years, I think.
That long? You're married to a Dutch woman or something, or
almost?
Almost.
Yeah. But almost. We're engaged, but yeah, we haven't got married yet.
Okay, but you're living together then?
Yeah, we live together, yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah.
How do you like the Netherlands? How do you like it?
Oh, I knew we were going to get into this.
No, this should be like the music, right? I'm sorry, this is getting
No, you didn't start me off. Because we were talking about it today, and I mean, I came here first in 1999, to be honest,
Okay.
and it was a lot better then than it is now.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. It's like we shouldn't get into this right now, but I do get it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, Black Black Nazareth.
Yeah, Black Nazareth, man.
I see you got some pretty cool players in your band. I mean, you got the keys players from Within Temptation, and you just
Yeah.
got Darby Todd in there. As you
Darby played the last on the last single release. Yeah.
okay, is it going to be touring with you then?
That remains to be seen. We would love him to,
Hmm.
you know.
He's pretty busy, isn't he?
He's very busy, but I mean, he's up for it, he's up for it for sure. It just depends on schedules and all that. And since we're not actually scheduling shows quite yet, there is no talk about getting together to perform live yet. So,
Okay.
but that's it will happen,
Yeah.
and hopefully with Darby,
Yeah.
hopefully with
Yeah.
Darby, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's your plan going forward then? Just going to record a few more singles and then maybe an
I'm just
album
looking
or
for, I'm right now. We're negotiating with like a couple of booking agencies
okay.
to see what they can do for us. You know, but since I think it's time to like put out like a full new album instead of like compiling all the single releases from back then.
Yeah.
Release that as an album because it's good to have press to get the press in. Actually, that was just like that was actually for me personally that was like the reason to put out a physical release. Because then you get all the reviews from the magazines.
Hmm.
So that was the reason for that, and that helped, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. But we're writing a new album right now, and I think we should, get that out as a full-blown release on
Okay.
CD and on vinyl and all that, and on the streaming platforms as well. See, if we can tour with a new release.
Hmm.
If we can do shows before that, that would be great,
Yeah.
But we are negotiating. It's looking good though. It's looking good though.
All right. Okay. I look forward to that then. Nice to come and see you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
it's a
play in
good
the
plan.
FNR or in the Dynamo.
Dynamo, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. I was there for an interview last year, I think.
All
Yeah,
right. Okay.
yeah, that was good. But that was about that was also about metal and stuff like that. But it was also about Focus coming to perform there. We did, they have the Prognosis Festival there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. They're pretty because they got like a little radio station in there as well, haven't they? Rara Radio.
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
All right. That's where you did your interview. Okay.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Those
I
girls.
know all the places. I know all those places.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people should know that they can book us, and they should know where to find us to do so. So,
All
but
right.
we're working on it. We're working on it though.
All right. Cool. So, how much time do you usually spend in the UK then?
I spent probably a couple of months a year there, just touring.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because of folk, I mean, we are like a mainstay there. It's like it is one of our main, you know, markets. It
Yeah.
is like because we can always return to the UK and people will show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for Focus, it's really a very important country, because
Yeah.
we probably have the most fans out there, who will come to the shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know that in the States it's kind of like the same, but it's just like pretty difficult to get enough shows situated in one area,
Hmm.
Otherwise it's gonna like cost a lot of money, and we don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. So here's a question for you then.
Hmm?
Here's a question for you then. Since you
Yeah.
spend so much time in the UK, which do you prefer, Dutch or English cuisine?
Ooh, I must admit, I don't even know exactly what English cuisine means.
Okay.
I don't know what that actually means. 'Cause I don't know what is like a specific English dish. The
Fish.
fish and chips. I love it
Okay. But
once
what
a
is a
week.
typical Dutch dish? Stampot.
Staples, yeah, I love it. I was brought up on it,
Yeah.
I grew up big on that stuff, So of course, so if I have to choose, yeah, the Dutch.
Yeah, you prefer Stamppot over fish and chips?
Actually, yes, I do. But I must say, in the UK, you've got a lot of great restaurants,
Yeah.
Indian ones, the Thai ones, the real good places serving those cuisines.
Yeah.
I think you have loads of great ones like over there. So I love that stuff. And I think the UK is actually very big in that because, you cannot find that many, really good restaurants for those cuisines in Holland. So it's like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you go to Eindhoven, I think that now there's like one, maybe two Indian restaurants.
yeah,
You know,
but it's usually not as good as they have over in the UK.
no, not really, no, and definitely not the Chinese. Is like it's more
No, no,
no.
no, 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 no. Don't start. Whoa.
Well, have you got a favorite guilty pleasure food then that you like to eat?
Pleasure, my guilty pleasure food. You know, wow. I couldn't think of any like guilty pleasure food. No, it's just mainly like eating too much in those great restaurants.
Yeah,
Guilty pleasure, you know what I mean? But no, I don't think so. No, I don't eat that much fries, like French
yeah,
fries. I don't or chips, you call it chips, right?
yeah.
I don't do that much. I eat a lot of vegetables and stuff like that. I'm pretty I'm keeping it pretty. I might throw in a pizza, like like from the freezer, just throw pizza in the oven or something like that. I might do that like maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's really the only thing. I keep it really really steady like that.
Yeah, I try to be honest as well.
This
So,
is my guilty pleasure though. Drinking the beers, that's a guilty pleasure for sure.
well, you're drinking one of the better ones anyway. Here, Dog Jan.
Yeah, that's like this is really good stuff.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
yeah,
I never have like hangovers from them. It's good
yeah,
stuff. It's natural products. It's
yeah,
my
yeah. It's
favorite.
good beer. Yeah.
Yeah. But you do
If
feel
I
guilty
drink
in the
beer, then I'll
morning.
drink her Dog Jan if I can.
Yeah, it's the to me it's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But you do feel guilty in the morning though. You always do.
yeah, without a doubt. So how old were you when you first started playing music? I mean, did you always play guitar or?
No, no, not always. But yeah. Well, but I had an older brother. He's like 3.5 years older than I am.
Yeah,
So he brought home the records that we grew to love, and and that was like already in the 70s. So I've been the first record I bought myself. I think I was still just 5 years old.
okay. What did you buy?
It was a band from the UK. That was the Fun Boy 3 coming out of the specials.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, because I thought it was like really weird music. It was pretty special.
yeah,
With Terry Hall, he died actually, right?
yeah.
He
He
died.
died not long ago. Yeah,
Yeah, very unfortunate. Because I think he wrote some really great stuff.
yeah.
And Neville Staples, I was a huge fan of Neville. So that was the first album I bought. I was 5 years old and I loved it. But before that, my brother had all the hard rock records also already.
Okay,
So I was playback Kiss in kindergarten when I was 4.
yeah, yeah,
And that it just had such huge impact, that music with the image, and I always loved the harder, heavier stuff. But I only got that from my brother or from the radio.
yeah,
So if I had to choose between Spandau Ballet or Joan Jett, it was definitely going to be Joan Jett. So stuff like that. So I grew up on actually loving all kinds of music, but especially the harder, heavy stuff, like loud guitars and heavy drums. That was the stuff for me. But at the same time, I started classical piano lessons when I was 8. So I've been studying the classical thing. I was just curious how the thing worked.
okay,
All these kids always just bang on it. I was like, no, there should be more to this. So I wanted to take. So I went to piano lessons. I did that for about 10 years, and the
okay,
guitar came in like just like way later. There was a girl in high school when I was like 15. She wanted to start a band. And I wanted to be a drummer because I liked heavy drums. My brother already played drums.
all right,
I used to sneak into his room, just and bashing it, and he would like beat me up afterwards. I beat his drums and he beat up.
Yeah. So you got a bashing for a bashing.
Yeah, that's it. But it was worth it though. It was
Yeah.
worth it. So, but she said, no, we already have a drummer. I need a guitar player. And I said, well, okay, I'll try. So I bought this really cheap electric guitar from teacher French, who was just selling it.
Okay.
And that was pretty much the end of my high school career.
All right. Okay. At the beginning of the end.
Oh, definitely. I never finished it. I never
No.
finished it. I was only playing guitar, and the guitar was such a. It just came so natural to me. It just happened. I just found out. I found like first learning the chords. The first open position chords
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Then I was like, I want to know more, and I started to. On the record player, I started to check out songs myself and just find out where the notes were, or like what chord is this exactly. And I just spent hours, days on end, figuring out my favorite music like that.
Okay.
It worked. I could do it.
Yeah, you're very lucky. I mean, I've been stuck on the same open chords for the last 4 years, I think.
Well, it can be fun also, right? But I really wanted to, because I felt it was working. And, when mates go like, wow, man, you're really good at that. You go like, maybe I'm onto something here. And then Jimi Hendrix came along and I was totally, I used to fall asleep with that thing.
Yeah.
It was the only thing I did. So never finished high school. But, I made my first record when I was 17, and it led to a record deal. So my parents didn't have too much to worry about, although they were worried. They were worried, but it went out. It went just fine. And then, I did an audition for the conservatory, jazz music.
Yeah, that's a long way from heavy metal, really, isn't it?
Oh, that was quite a stretch for me because, first because I messed up high school. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and then that Moon of Sorrow band, it fell apart. I just didn't know what to do. And, I was like, well, the only thing I can do and be like some kind of like a legit musician to society is maybe to get a degree in music. And I was also very interested in it. So I did one audition for the classical piano department, but I walked in and, they were shocked. Like it was like long hair with cowboy boots and leather jacket and all that. They were like, "Oh no, what the hell is walking in here?" So that didn't happen, and I was like, "Well, then it has to be guitar." So I made a lot of noise at that audition. 2 weeks later, there was just enough time to still like be able to do that audition, and they were like, "Well, Menno, you can play guitar, but it's no jazz. So here's a teacher, come back next year." I came back next year. I got in. And that just set, everything in motion even way more because it was a huge identity crisis. But what jazz music gave to me and that whole education actually over there is like, it's priceless.
Yeah, yeah.
So after 3 years, all of a sudden they think, whoa, this guy's really talented. That's what they said. And then you get picked up by, all the better guys and girls and ladies.
Yeah, yeah.
Before you know it, you're just playing with everybody. And then Thijs van Leer from Focus, he discovered me during that third year that I was in that college.
Okay.
And that actually led to even more of a big career move. It was all over the news. And so it
like a
really
teenager?
fast. I was like 20. I was like 21.
Okay.
So it took about 5 years, and boom, I could just do whatever. I had so much work that it was just, and I actually ended up teaching there myself. I still teach there. I do the rock, the pop department there now.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool.
And the Rock Academy in Tilburg.
Yeah.
Probably heard about that one. I teach there.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, it's a great job. Love it. It's 2 days a week, not that much. It's doable, and just like learning the young professionals, really great,
Yeah.
So that's it. That's how it all kind of like happened. And I played with lots of people, yeah, lots
Yeah.
of people.
Well, are there any like Dutch bands, young Dutch bands that you like that you see coming through now?
Young Dutch bands. Um, I think Son Holo is doing a good job with his EDM stuff. I think that's really great. I think it's very creative.
Okay.
I think Pinvis is very good. Not exactly metal related, all of this.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm very fond of Raven and with Dol, that band.
Okay.
You know Dol?
No.
It's DOOL. It's a great band.
Okay. No, I've heard of them.
I think that's really great. It's got my mate Nick Polak on the guitar. A
Okay.
great guitar player. That's more on the heavy side. I like Witte Wieven from Carmen Raats. You don't know that? You should check that out. But that's more like really into the more really obscure, Black Death kind of. Not
Yeah.
exactly, but it's really inspired by all of that stuff.
Okay.
So I like those acts a lot. I
Well, I
really
was
do.
going to say because I think learning jazz guitar like you did then, because if you listen to a lot of death metal,
Yeah.
it can be quite symphonic, can it?
There's a big link between the genres
Yeah.
because it's crazy because with Focus, I experienced like actually there was 1 week. This is years ago, but there was like 1 week we played on a jazz festival in Amsterdam, big festival. Toots Tielemans there was very big with Focus. A week later, we were playing Baruch Open Air in Rotterdam, like a metal festival, right? And we're like second on the bill of that metal festival before Moonspell.
Okay.
And we totally thrashed the place. People were going nuts. Way more than at the jazz festival, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I know a lot of metal musicians that love Focus. They're crazy for it.
Yeah.
We played with Focus, we played the Roadburn Festival
Okay.
in Tilburg,
Yeah.
which is that's like the biggest, underground obscure metal festival. It's not just metal, but so and we played there with Focus because we were invited by Enslaved.
Okay. Strange. But...
I actually ended up playing with them. We played the Immigrant Song.
Okay.
I played the Immigrant Song with Enslaved. They're big fans. I met them in Norway because they came to see a Focus show. That was really great. I loved it. And I know Opeth they're huge fans. They've invited us as well, like before. There's a huge link between them.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. It's because I mean, it's really melodic, if you like, isn't it? I mean, apart from the vocals, the music itself is quite technical, I think, and it's quite melodic.
I think there's a lot of musical intelligence in the metal scene. Very much so.
Yeah,
very much so. And I am still a huge metalhead.
Yeah.
I always will be. It's like that's where I come from, right?
Yeah.
So if I write something myself, it always leans towards that genre, which actually happened in the case again with Black Nazareth.
Yeah.
And Black Nazareth is also like, it's with my old bass mate from Threnody back then, the death metal band. So it always leans towards that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was checking it out actually, and I was listening to it. I mean, because on your bio it says it's like quite prog, but I couldn't hear any really progressive stuff in it. I mean, it's quite.
Did it say in the bio? I don't know which bio you read. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think it's in our bio.
Maybe it's just because you all come from prog backgrounds then.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it's that proggy. I think Black Nazareth is really way more. It's way more straightforward.
Yeah.
Rock with metal influences.
Yeah. It's nice. It's a nice rock album actually.
It is a rock album.
Yeah.
I think it's a straight ahead rock album. I think that's really great, and I love it. And that was kind of like the purpose as well, because I really wanted to make a record like that. See what would come out. If I would approach it that way, or if But now there's definitely a big chance that we will move more towards the proggy elements as well right now. It's going to be a bit different. It's going to be a bit different. But it is songs. It's more like rock songs, really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Have you heard of a guitar player called Chris Buck?
Yeah, I've heard about him.
He's going to be playing in Eindhoven soon.
Yeah, actually, that's why. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just not sure
Blues
where,
Festival.
when,
Yeah.
and if I can make it.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make it myself. So
Yeah,
yeah, it should
it's
be
good.
good. Yeah, he's playing
Yeah,
with Cardinal Black. His band's called Cardinal Black.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're playing on the. I just think they're playing on the Sunday. I think I'm not 100% sure, but
Hmm.
I'm definitely going to check it out.
One of the newer metal stuff that I really like is that album by Sermon. You know them?
No,
You should check it out.
Sermon, is that Sermon?
Yeah, it's a British duo.
Okay.
It's great album. Love it. You should really definitely should check it out. Really proggy as well. Very good. Yeah, that's like it's probably the last newer. It's already a couple of years old, but it's like one of the newer things that I really thought was very interesting. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I listen to a lot of like straight rock stuff, if you like,
Yeah.
and I like bands like the Virgin Marys, and
Yeah. Great.
they're really good. And obviously Iron Maiden. I've got an Iron Maiden t-shirt on. I'm not really a fan of their latest stuff, but I like all their early stuff. You know.
Maiden is big. I love Maiden. I never, it's really, I never can choose between whether Killers is my favorite album or, Peace of Mind because of Where Eagles Dare.
Yeah.
So it's always, of course, we've got like Number of the Beast, the first record's great. All the records are great up, until like, Seventh Son of Seventh Son even was like I was a bit disappointed back then.
Okay.
Although I think, the first single was great though. That was like, Can I Play with Madness was huge though. That was a really great song.
Yeah.
But there were already synthesizers on it.
Yeah.
But like in hindsight, that's a great album as well because they're still developing. It's like a huge stretch from coming from the first album. It's like really, really great. So I really love that whole line up until like, the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. That's like a whole, genre.
That's it. Yeah.
So I really love Iron Maiden. I really love that. Yeah. But I think Killers is still my favorite. I don't know why. It's just the vibe of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Paul there and
I think. I think I stopped buying Maiden stuff with Seventh Son. I think maybe Peace of Mind.
I did.
Yeah.
I stopped buying Iron Maiden from Seventh Son of Seventh Son.
Yeah, I think that was where I stopped as well. I mean,
I have the 12-inch. I have the 12-inch of Can I Play with Madness.
Yeah, I also did have it. I didn't got all my records anymore. I lost
Black Bart Blues with Black Bart Blues on the B-side.
Yeah, I lost them all when I moved, but that's another story.
Great band. Hello.
Yeah, and Motorhead and stuff. I mean,
Motorhead. I must admit that the first song I teach myself on the guitar is from Motorhead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like first it was Eat the Rich.
Yeah.
With that Phil Campbell solo.
Yeah.
Where he uses like a beer can as a slide.
Yeah.
He actually really did.
Okay.
And also from the Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers a compilation album, the cover from which band was that? But that cover Vibrator. Those are the first two songs I teased myself.
Okay.
It's Motorhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to know Phil Campbell.
All right. Okay.
Big Focus fan.
Yeah. Well, I know his son Dane. So Dane's a drummer.
They're friends now. They're good friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I still can't believe it. But we're good friends now. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. Where are they playing? They're going to be playing.
Going to be playing Europe and they're
in
playing
Uden, I think, in November.
The Pill. Yeah. You're right.
Pill, yeah.
I think it's October. I'm not sure
October?
because I really want
October.
to. Yeah, because I really want to go. With the Bastard Sons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great gang of guys.
Yeah. Well, most of them as kids, so Tyler, Dane.
From Wales, mind you, they're from Wales.
Yeah, I know they don't live far from me. Well, far from where I came from.
Cardiff, man.
Yeah, they're not from Cardiff, but
well, Phil lives in Cardiff though.
Does he live in Cardiff?
I think he still lives there. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I don't think Dane does, but I don't know.
No, Dane isn't, but I think Phil is still living there though.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you been a teacher, or you're still a teacher? What was your first job? Was the first job actually teaching?
my first real job,
Yeah.
that was a gig.
Oh, right.
Playing.
Okay.
I couldn't believe you could make money with that. I never understood. I never, I always thought it was, you have your band, you make a record, you go out on tour, and that's kind of like it. I didn't understand how the business side worked,
Yeah.
But no, it's probably the first money that I made. Well, I know actually that's not true. That's not true. Yeah, I think it is true actually, and actually guitar lessons because all the kids around my block, they figured I could do this,
Yeah.
and like in a very natural way, they started asking me like, why don't you teach me something? And I was still living with my parents, and I was like, I ended up since I was like 16, 17 also, something like that around that time. I already had like so many students every night. Like I had like at least like two kids paying for guitar lessons in
Okay.
the evening, and I charged like very little, but I made my money from that already back then. So it's never, and actually it never quite changed. It just like came to like a higher level every time, but it's like it's still the same. So I'm a very fortunate, happy-go-lucky son of a bitch, really. True. But I must say, I also had like one illustration job that I did. I was asked because I could also draw, like I was drawing a lot.
Yeah.
And I think there is like one Spanish um, lesson book. How do you call that? For universities, right?
Yeah.
It's like a Spanish, it's like a Spanish study book.
Okay.
I illustrated. There's one book that I illustrated
All right. Okay.
very long time ago, but that was also when I was like, that was like when I was 16.
Was it like a language book or a?
Yeah, Spanish language, learning the Spanish language. Yeah.
Okay.
But I used to sell drawings in grammar school already for like 25 cents to. I would draw everybody's favorite band and sell it for 25 cents and buy a bag of crisps. So it's crazy when you think back. It sounds very like entrepreneurial kind of,
Yeah.
but it just kind of like happened that way,
Yeah.
It's like really, really weird, but it's true. It's really nice to look back at it.
Yeah. Well, and your whole life really has been engulfed in music, I suppose.
Yes, but you have to be smart about it. Also, you have to make big choices. Sometimes you have to like really have the guts to really just
To go for it. You mean?
take that jump and take a risk
Yeah.
and really work harder than the rest of them. That was just something that I really, because I was like, okay, I know I can do this. So now I really want to be like, I want to be on top. At least I want to be in the top league
Yeah.
of players.
Yeah.
That was because I thought if you're not, then it's not going to be that nice of a job, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I put in the effort though. I did everything, man. I played weddings, I played business parties, I didn't care.
Yeah.
So
Well, if it turns a dollar, then it turns a dollar, doesn't it?
exactly. So and at that time, I was very fortunate to do that because I needed the money. It's like, and I think that makes the difference that you're willing to really work for something.
Yeah, you're willing to work for it. Yeah.
And also do the things that you might not like that much, but you will find fun in it some way.
Yeah.
In some way, it's always good. It's nice to like be able to play a good, I don't know, guitar part in like a chic kind of disco funk song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also kind of like a craft to me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to writing myself, being creative, that's always more towards the metal sides of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you sound like you are pretty creative, so sounds like you've been creative all your whole life, to be honest.
Well, it's like genes, man. It's genes, like family stuff. It's genes.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were talking about Levi's then.
Hmm?
I thought you were talking about Levi's.
No. It's the genes that make me do it.
Well, your parents were very artistic.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like my dad's sides, they're all artists, like visual artists.
Okay.
Paintings, my dad was illustrator and he was a political cartoonist for a couple of newspapers, national newspapers. He did that all his life, and all like most of his brothers as well, and his dad as well. My granddad was. My mom's side also like all, but in a little bit of a different craft.
Okay.
My other grandfather, he was like a stained glass.
All right, yeah.
So he made all the things that hang in the churches and stuff like that, and sculpted,
amazing.
And stuff like that. So I'm the first one who actually chose music as a profession from all of them.
Yeah.
But everybody could play something though. That was also it was very much around, and it wasn't weird to choose for it.
So you said your brother played drums. Have you ever been in a band with your brother?
Well, that was our first band.
Oh, that was your first band, though?
Sorry, I was with my two brothers, really. He was on drums, my older brother. My younger brother played bass.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I played the bass. I don't know. It's like, I just teach him, like, which fret should take. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's nice to meet you anyway, Menno.
Well, yeah, likewise.
Yeah, I get a bit of history about you. I mean, yeah, obviously I'd viewed a Focus before, but I've only just come across your band, Black Nazareth. Yeah. And I quite like it. I mean, I like a bit of rock music myself, so.
Yeah, it's a good album. I really like it. But we're gonna dig a little bit deeper now. I mean, it's like we are working on some new stuff, and it's a bit darker and it's a bit more it's more experimental as well. So it's interesting to see what's gonna come out of that.
Yeah,
we're gonna work tomorrow on some new stuff, and so yeah, we'll see, man.
Okay,
but we should go out and play live, really.
Yeah, you need just get a couple of gigs in,
It's like people don't really realize we're there yet,
Yeah.
So we should really work on that.
Yeah. I mean, what booking agents have you approached? I mean, there's quite a few actually in the Netherlands, isn't there?
Well, I cannot mention that right now because we're talking about things. It's like a bit. It's like it's still not set. Okay. So because this is an interview, right? This is going to be broadcast, right?
Yeah.
So, I better just keep that shut a bit now. But it's the bigger ones.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh, so we could be coming to a venue near me pretty soon.
That's the idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll definitely come along and watch you.
Yeah, it's like looking at the UK as well, looking at Brazil, looking at like a couple of stuff like that.
Brazil, okay.
Yeah, like South America. Yeah, we could do something there.
Sure.
Germany, not much in the picture yet. But I know a way to get in there though. But I haven't been talking about that yet. No.
Okay.
Well.
All right. Yeah, they're quite like the rock music in Germany, don't they?
Definitely, man. Yeah, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
I like to play in Germany. It's good stuff.
Yeah. All right then, mate. Well, nice. Like I said, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you going to play the music?
I will.
Which one are you gonna play? Which one do you like?
I actually wrote it down earlier on. I quite like Heroes because it chugs along nicely.
Heroes? Oh yeah, really? Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I quite like that. I mean, because I like stuff that chugs along, And I was listening.
Yeah, it is quite a straightforward banger, isn't it?
Yeah. That's quite a cool song, man.
Yeah, well, thank you.
But yeah, I'll whack a few through the video.
Great.
All right.
I should check your channel because I haven't done that.
I've only had one other Dutch artist on, to be honest.
Sorry?
I've only had one other Dutch artist on.
Really? Which one?
Tim Ackerman.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice. I know him from way back when he was still in Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with them at same festivals and stuff. They just came out with their first single back then, like around 2000, I think that was. And I was playing with this singer called Judith. She had like a really big hit. It was like on the same album. It was like the same label, Dino Records.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I got to know them. They were still like little kids, man. They were like
Yeah,
15.
they were. Yeah, I remember. I remember when they broke up.
I had a blast, man. Like with Jamie and Spike. Yeah, there was good times. We played the same festivals and stuff. So I had a great time with those guys. And that was still with Tim. Yeah, yeah. But he's doing well for himself now, though. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's a massive Springsteen fan, isn't he? So
I know. Yeah.
he does all this like Springsteen stuff, and
yeah, he did that shit, right? He did that.
He's really nice, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He's cool.
Good guy.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to get another young band on. There's a young band working really hard, actually, called Pyro.
Yeah.
You know them?
Yeah, I know them.
Yeah, I know them from way back from because I know Baz, because I know the band he was in before when he had a band called the Funky Monks.
Yeah, know that one as well.
And because I used to manage a band here in the Netherlands as well.
Oh, really? Which one?
They were a UK band called the 925s.
Yeah, I've heard about them.
Yeah, you heard about them? Yeah, we signed to Red Bullet. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, way back in 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, we did everything. We actually did like 16 shows with Golden Earrings. So.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. And Red Bullet, that's like that's Van Koten, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they brought out the Focus record.
Yeah, I thought they did. Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean they are actually Van Koten is actually their old, record label boss.
Yeah, I thought he was. I was trying to find something about it on the internet, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, they were signed to them like way back then. They were signed to Willem van Koten.
Yeah, I thought so.
Back in the like huge big hit days.
Yeah,
that was him.
Yeah.
They still get their royalties from him.
Oh, okay. I wish we did.
It comes from Red Bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how we ended up getting him a Golden Earring, to be honest.
Yeah, that's sweet. And, it's like shit that Golden Earring is, George is sick, right? So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, fair play to the boys of mine. They said, they wouldn't continue if one of them ever fell by the wayside. But
I think that's a good way to go about it, especially for them.
Yeah, yeah.
They've always had the same lineup. That's really unique.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah.
But you know Cora then as well.
I know who?
Cora, like his left, like the lady who works there.
From Golden Earring.
No, from Red Bullet.
From Red Bullet. Oh, it's a long time since I've been at Red Bullet, mate.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been there in over 10. I think one of the last times I went there was for the. I think they had like a 30-year or a 50-year anniversary party.
Okay.
And I was invited to go there then, and I went there and I got really drunk, and I was with I was with Walter Cruz and who was the other guy?
Walter Cruz.
Walter Cruz and what was the other guy's name?
René Vroger.
No, he's a dark-haired guy, good-looking guy.
Dark-haired guy.
He's a singer.
What?
I can't think of his name now. But I just got really drunk and I just made a fool of myself. I mean, I think I was the only British guy there, and I was like, my arms around these guys,
Didn't know how to handle that one.
Oh, Jeroen van der Boom, that was it. Jeroen van der Boom. So I was with Jeroen van der Boom and
yeah. Oh, Jeroen van der Boom. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, what a guy, man. He had a great hit though. That was a good hit.
Yeah. So,
Benzo. That was the hit.
Well, yeah. I mean, we played with like I said, we played with quite a lot of Dutch guys, to be honest. Roel van Velsen we played with.
Well, yeah, he's good, man.
Yeah, I like this stuff.
He's good. Very good singer also.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, we're just digressing now.
Yeah, a little bit. It's about Black Nazareth, man.
Yeah, Black Nazareth, they're cool. I like that band. I can't wait to see them live.
Well, great. Thank you very much. And we're coming your way as soon as possible, working on it. It's, you should, it's like almost like this project we've got going on next to our like other touring life and all that, It's like, because also Martijn is like, he's always very busy with within Temptation, doing other productions as well.
Yeah.
So it's really it comes down to planning, and also through the right, people, really, like, the right agencies and stuff like that. But we're working on it. It's going to be fine. And new record also. We're writing now. We're writing.
Yeah.
It's going really well. For everyone who is interested, just check our social media stuff, channels. It's all out there. You can find it. Black Nazareth official. It's cool.
Yeah. I'll put all the links in the show notes, and
I do it. It's really good stuff, and I only get good reactions from it, so it's good.
yeah, I like it as well. So if I like it, then it's obviously good.
Yeah, sure, man. Of course. If the metalheads dig it, it's good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So, all right, then, mate. I'm going to let you go. Enjoy
All
the
right,
rest of
thank
your
you so much,
King's
man.
Day.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's about bedtime for my daughter now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, mine's just gone. So.
Okay, yeah, she's, my daughter is 9, like 8, almost 9 years old, so
Yeah.
better let's just like get her away from the telly and.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right.
All
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Hey, thank you
Okay.
so much for this, by the way. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Yeah,
Really
that's
cool.
good, man. It's nice to talk to you, and hopefully I'll meet you at a show one day.
Yeah, of course, man. But you know Jackie, right? This is through Jackie.
Jackie mailed me. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. But where do you know her from?
I don't know her. She just mailed me.
Okay, well, good for her. I will thank her. I will thank her.
I'm kind of a big deal, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
well,
really.
I'm gonna check the channel. Thank you so much. And stay in touch. I will send me a link. You've got my email, don't you?
No, I mailed you through Jackie. I sent Jackie the link. So
Okay.
if you want me email, stay on after this, and I'll give you my email.
Yeah. Okay. Do that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say goodbye then, and then. All right. Thanks. Thanks for joining me, and I'll hopefully speak to you soon.
Anytime. Very happy with this.
Thanks.
Enjoy the music, guys. Just like and girls, bang your head.
We will. All right. Cheers, dude.
Cheers, man.